That was the business.
There's a picture that floats around on social media. Smack the bus, and it's true. It was into what we were doing. Business is such a brotherhood at its core when you are operating. It is. But let's go to, so it's 96. Your time is coming to an end. Is your contract winding down? It expires, and all of a sudden you start talking back and forth with WCW.
Well, you have to give a 90-day notice. I thought as good as I could write a letter to Vince explaining. All I'm saying, Vince, is I'm not allowing my contract to roll over. I didn't say I'm gone. I wanted to stop. I said, because if you could have met what they were going to pay me, I was going to stay.
You didn't want to leave. You just wanted to.
People don't understand this. It pisses me off to such a degree. I'm leaving. The last house show that we did at Madison Square Garden was a 300,000. It was the highest non-pay-per-view drawing house show. We built the garden back. We did 109,000 my first garden show with Hogan on top.
Wow.
And we're at 360 with us. With us guys.
Yeah.
The guys in the back of that bus, we're at 360. But you know what the kicker was?
What?
I had a match in your house in Louisville, Kentucky with Brett. And that's when Taker pulls me underneath and Brett slides out. I just wanted to stick Brett and have him beat because Taker had Brett beat and I screwed him at the Rumble and flipped him off and walked away. So in order to tit for tat, I had to have Brett beat. Yes, Brett would take the finish. Vince caved on making Brett do the finish. And when he wouldn't do that for business, because that was what was right for business, that's when I said, I'll take the money. Because you're not doing what's right.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. It's in the pulse of those who never stopped getting the job done or the party started. This summer, Chevy drives America. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Short cross.
Might be calling a hot route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Entering play call, spread white flex WK,
Quarterback just
21
went into play
categories,
and lost track of the
21
play clock.
options, each stick is selected.
Most of it was Vince's.
Spread HD,
Pretty much the whole Hall of Fame era started with Red.
First down, here comes this
I'm
offense.
trying to go back to the beginning of my wrestling career. Vince ripped me. I love this story. He took me out into the ring
Shoots it to the
and said
left.
I was going to have a match with Chicago. And I'm standing there in the ring.
Racing to the line in the hurry up.
Nobody comes out. I go to the referee, Scott on
Second down.
Scott was going, like, where's he at? He's like, they rewrapping his knee. I think that's what they just told me, rewrapping his knee.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like
Now,
that?
is,
He thought he
and
was
St.
going to the
Carl,
flat.
if he
was
came out,
barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden,
I felt
he
like
gets
this is
caught in that.
disrespect
That's just
to
too
business.
easy giving up that first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, while
He'll
we're
set
waiting
up the
for
throw.
Henry's opponent, we'd like to thank you all for being part of the CB event. We certainly hope that you enjoyed yourselves. Party coming back here sometime in the near future.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players
Entering
in the
play
entire
call,
country,
coach
and he runs
suggestions,
one in.
priority
They're going to have to do
categories.
a better
We have
job
15
getting
options.
past to him because they know they're going to see the
Advantage
QB run a
Took
lot
back.
today.
It's a ghost town. Nobody's there. And I just started destroying it, tearing shit down, pulling the lights and punching the walls. Just,
You have 21
They'll line up
options.
to go
Try
for
number
two.
is selected.
I just wanted everything to melt.
Post.
And I go down the hallway
He's looking to throw.
and I kick Vance's door open. He's gone.
And the defense on it.
And-
He will go.
And then for a little Ryan Ward, one of the writers is there. And I'm like, where are they? It's like, Mark, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Like, they left. They going to the airport. I was like,
And there will be no
So I
return
called.
on this.
So I'm like, man, I quit. Like, this is the last time. Nobody ribs me. I'm a grown ass man. Yada, yada, yada. And I get home. My wife, of course, is like, look, you got bills to pay. You can't quit. And I was like, yes, I can. We did good. I mean, I hope he don't respect me.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense.
Like, man, why did you get so bent out of shape about that? We just playing. I was like, man, I don't deserve that.
It just opens up.
I was like, I love this business and I respect you, and I feel like I opened myself up for you to disrespect me. I was like, it's obviously you don't respect me. You damn sure don't. So we don't need to talk no more. And he was like, listen, I'm sorry. And he was really remorsefully sorry. He's like, look, I apologize. I don't want you to quit. You're too valuable to us. And you just got too much left to stop. And I said, I can't go through that again. I was like, that's a deal breaker. And he said, okay. And he said, but can I show you something? And I said, oh God, what's going on now? He showed the footage of me in the ring, angry. And me coming back, and then the camera goes off, and it freezes, and it was like that. You ever seen that scene, the Sasquatch, where they feel like they caught the Sasquatch in the wood, and that was where it ended. And he's like, it's most visibly afraid I've ever seen on the screen in years and years. And he said, if you could do that in the ring, he was like, you make a lot of money. And I said, that guy will kill everybody. The business will be over. I can't control that. He said, yes, you can. And I learned something about myself. I learned that I can control my emotions better than I thought I could. And I was able to portray that hatred, that anger, that negativity. And thus the Hall of Fame was born.
They want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for space, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We thought we might see some of this. He'll go to Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And the Wildcat is turned to...
I went through the rest of my career kind of being the monster.
I remember you telling me when I was in Austin, Texas, when you watched yourself on screen, you couldn't believe that was you.
I didn't recognize that guy. No, I've never been visibly angry in my life. And it was all the bad shit I did, fights, nothing. If I'd have been that guy in a fight, I'd kill somebody. And we wouldn't be having this conversation.
But also, you didn't know if you could control it, but there was one other factor where you also didn't want to perpetuate a negative.
Yeah, I've got to this point in my life, God found me. I didn't find God. Because I realized that there's some specialness to me. Little kids love me. I never met a kid that was like, as big and scary as I look to myself. And I didn't want kids to see me like that. And I realized that I'm an entertainer. And do TV and radio. And some of it is informative, but also there's me in there. I didn't want that negative stigma. Big black dude scaring everybody. I realized that there is a balance. I have to let people be the judge of what they want their kids to see. And that, it gave me more of a solace and understanding that, I shouldn't be responsible. I should go out and do my job.
So in the Hall of Fame run, everything that you putting all the pieces together. You've channeled this anger or energy. You know how to harness it and use it in a positive manner. And so then it culminates in a world championship going against Randy Orton.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm UFC fighter Michael Chandler. When it comes to polishing champions,
why they shouldn't be able to elicit that only serve to control.
Yo, why niggas be doing crimes with their girl, man? Like, you know your girl gonna tell on you she ain't trying to do a day in jail without like for you, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's a lot of free dick she could go get. Like, you think you the only dick she care about? Now, I think he knew he was gonna get caught, so he got her pregnant purposely. That's what I personally think. He knew like they were gonna get caught. He probably was like gaslighting her. She probably was on. Maybe she didn't even know everything that was gonna happen, but she was like gassed up type shit. Like, and he's like, yo, I gotta lock in with her. What that mean? Give her a kid. But here's the thing though. They offered her like the 18 years, but it was the snitch. Like, what? If you trying to use a domestic violence, like, well, why not snitch on the dude? Just tell on him. Just be like, yo, I wasn't with it. I'm just his girlfriend. I just came to fuck him. I came to fuck him. He's a murderer. I'm sorry. You know? But she turned down the plea, unless obviously, you know, well, she's like 22. 18 years is a long time. Like, this bitch has lived 22 years. Like, 18 years sounds like the rest of her life, even though it's not. She'll get out at 4. Right, or even before 4. But they offered her 18 years to basically, like, you know, cooperate type of shit, and she turned that down. Here we go. I'm gonna try to sit behind him.
Excuse Jerry is highly.
this game.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Alicia, you should have been on it. You should have been on Instagram posting some news, like whatever you send a nigga, have somebody use your account to post it on there. That they could like give you some money on OnlyFans to fund your legal defense. I ain't gonna cap with you. Just looking at this nigga, you're cooked. Cooked.
As quick and as fast as they are.
So the state argues that there are actions that are changed so that represent or contribute to this action intent or motive to inspire this sort of thing.
You're cooked. Listen, there's a lot of fabulous black lawyers. You can tell this nigga, this is his first trial. This is the first one. This is the paralegal. This is a receptionist at the law firm's office. How the hell y'all let him die? Y'all, you cooked. She even looking down like, what the fuck I got this nigga? He's stuttering all over the place. This nigga sound like Flacco wanting to understand. What the hell?
Killed Charles Jones. So to rebut that argument, that evidence should be allowed to report evidence of what Alicia's true motives and intent were. That's stated on the day. That's why it's relevant. And that also.
So they're arguing if she should be able to bring up the fact that she used to get beat by the defendant. Ain't that ironic? She ain't never called the cops because she loved hood niggas. Yeah, ain't this a bitch that she loved hood niggas that gun toting, that got bodies and skulls. How many hats he got? She ain't talking about lids. She ain't talking about how many badges these niggas got. That's how she be talking now, bro. She never was like, he probably slapped her ass with a gun one time before. She wasn't saying nothing. Who with it? The moment she get in trouble with a nigga, did I use as a defense that he beat my ass? What? How you date a hood nigga you told him how he beat your ass? That's part of the nigga behavior. How do y'all date hood niggas and then be complaining about some shit that regular girls who date regular niggas should be complaining about? You date a hood nigga, he gonna buy you a purse because he robbed an old lady. He gonna buy you this or take you on a trip because he sold drugs. He been doing the moral shit. So when he uppercuts you bad?
To finally turn the corner, we'll see in the
other case law around the tree. Versus State 113. Supreme Court authorities charged already. If the arrest was a legitimate defense to the jurisdiction to the arrest on this case, then yes, it's relevant to the arrest and actions. But it doesn't solely go to.
Nah, this is his first rodeo, bro. This is his first trial, bro.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Mott, and I'm here to talk to you about something incredibly important. My favorite brand new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. You see, I'm a bit of a puzzle enthusiast. I can solve everything from pesky cubes to impossibly impossible crosswords to this humongous castle thinking. Real Kingdom's not just an puzzle game, it's a whole level of challenge. Yes. Already about to beat level 759. And if that sounds like a ridiculous...
Nah, this is his first rodeo, bro. This is the first try, bro.
From his end, a lot of room to throw downfield. Can't make the connection in. Complete pass at 1 second remains.
Whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but they can push it in there.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, this is bad.
Entering play call, onside options, onside.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Entering play call, reason coach suggestions, error 6 tag, equal zero, cover 6.
So whatever
Tennessee ready to work the big orange offense on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that I think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you just like in the first 30 minutes.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he's got some space. The tackle is made, but he's got it rushing goal from the center.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tight end now in motion.
Then we don't have another discussion.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he never
if she
had
doesn't
a
get
chance.
chance to talk about her, because like unless she had police
Man,
records,
that's a frustrating play when you
or
go
maybe
in
someone
reverse near the
witnessed this
goal
domestic
line.
violence,
Those
that's going to take a
situations,
stand. By the way,
Palmer,
none of her
you gotta
family
get
showed
those
up to this
positions hard. You can't
pre-trial
go backwards
stats.
if you're trying to get a touchdown.
So
You know, I'm
her
trusting
family
in my
probably feel like
quarterback here to
this
make
young
the right
bitch
decision. Looks
ran
like
off
we're
with
going
like
to
her
have to
little
throw
big
it.
boyfriend.
If it's not
Then
open,
go
just
kill some
throw
rapper.
this thing away.
And now
I'm
we're
going to
not
take a
following
sack,
this back and forth
extra
trial.
yardage
We'll show them
here,
they're doing
just
back and
go
trial.
with the football.
A little
We
conference
haven't
here,
called
not
his
really.
name a
But
lot, and I think
so
this
yeah, nobody's
offense,
scored.
they need to find a
Got
way to
like
continue
basically damn
to
near
manufacture touches for the big tight end. And
quarter side
I don't
bullet.
care how you do it. I don't care where you line
Yeah,
him up. He's that good.
And yeah.
And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held them so many times. And man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. And they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
One by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead.
Just ask for a plea from the prosecutor.
They're working that left side. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
I don't know, step on the children,
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down.
Entering play call is open flex. You have 15 options. He's generally floor spin. Wild. Failed. Done. Empty base. Empty. Post cross.
It's not coming in.
Where's the, like, I want to hear how this 18-year sentence, 18-year thing works. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quarterback extends the play. We gotta figure out where does that throwing, looking right. Because connection. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Combo. Split slot up. Speed option.
Let's see.
One
big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47.
It's hard for you to feel
Wants to throw on first down.
You
throws to the wideout.
points.
He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think,
Online offers are just as real as the ones that you get in person, and with Carmax Express drop-off, you can verify your offer, leave the payment in just under 30 minutes. That's why I love Carmax.
Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the
I'm wondering if she was offered to do that. That's kind of interesting because if I was to take the 18-year free and try. Because if you're going to roll the dice and you're going to get up there and you're going to try to, they say they won't allow domestic violence unless you testify, but if you testify, they're going to elicit a confession that you did it or you witnessed it happen. So you're telling already. So you're telling and rolling the dice that you might go to jail for life. While, yeah, you get called a snitch, but at least you get guaranteed 18 years. It's taking 18 years. This is Florida. Murder carries life. They ain't giving you the 30. Like, you're getting life. They're not playing. Straight up life.
Why off trade? Empty stick.
Able to have sufficient standards of being injection or not. Let's start to
looking downfield, it's Mayava. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's the way to make a stand.
It is over in the civil so you see charges up there. Maybe it's for individuals that don't believe about this case.
As a result, that's now the second big throw in this game.
So, the attorneys be appropriate these laws initial time to begin reviewing those threats. And then I may do what I do in death case, where I do an initial wide-year panel.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to
I don't know why she took it to the trial.
That
quick. Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Yeah, I don't see anything about the 18 years.
They'll probably bleed
social media
every
fabrication
second
or
possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You have 36 options.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Gotta get the football back.
Her boyfriend is this nigga. His name is Chance.
Stay aggressive. Have to come after him.
Chance what?
Football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that
Clock in, clock in.
Choose an audible to choose a new audible. You have 32 up. Choose an audible to choose a new audible. You have 32 options.
This is the 18-year-old who used to play like Fortnite.
For me, coach signature recent. There are 6 categories.
Oh, the nigga name is Isaiah Chance. He did an interview with the police late. Isaiah Chance. Interrogation. Not gonna lie, these cops are all no. This is
Gotta give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten half of the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Let's start from there. I think that he's a shit. I watched all those videos.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Enter in flight formation.
That's
Third
crazy.
three. Cover 3 drop.
I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
These are the same cops the best game.
Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner is stopped.
Entering play call.
Man, that's got to be a big-time play. All those guys flying down there, and all those hands and all those skills, get back on the field. Nice job fumbling.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while. Just can't mess it up at the end with the pick.
Now, Julio was keeping it G. He's like, I don't know.
Especially in this game, if you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the
I don't think you can be conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Short
Wants to
cross.
adjust the pattern.
Did you then exit the interview
Short
room?
cross.
I did. This is how this wasn't Isaiah Chance. This was what's the nigga name? Fuck. It's one of the brothers
And you
that
can
did the
give
murder.
all
You're able to observe the video that was linked to the room and live time in real time.
This is it right now. Yeah. When was the last time you got locked up?
And what, after you exited the interview room, did Davion do, if anything?
Yeah. Davion. What's Davion?
Thanks.
He does do something, and it may be more appropriate if I physically demonstrate it. It's okay. He puts out his arms like this, and it appears that he's brandishing a rifle with one hand extended and one, what I would consider the trigger finger. And he starts walking around the interview room after he gets out of his seat, and this is after Detective Niedermeyer left, and he's holding it like this in front of him, and then he starts going.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for the quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game.
Nah, these niggas were good.
So far,
Did you then?
Brandishing a rifle with one hand extended and one, what I would consider the trigger
That nigga do look like Corey Holcomb, huh?
finger. He starts walking around the interview room after he gets out of his seat, and this is after Detective Niedermeyer left, and he's holding it like this in front of him, and then he starts going. And then he walks around, and then he does it again. And he does it multiple times.
Were the comments that you were making about the shooter that you suspected in those videos is David Murphy intended to elicit some kind of response from Mr. Murphy? Did you then exit?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a
Entering play call.
4-point lead in the fourth.
Options. Kickoff left is selected.
For the ones who get it done, the most
Answer. Kickoff left.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be
All right, here we go. The mighty return of Boosie back on Vlad TV. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
People thought we were rocking each other anymore.
Nah,
man, I was shooting movies. I was tired of it. Exactly. Everyone was busy. But here we are again. We're back. Lots to talk about, but the biggest thing right now is that you actually accepted a plea deal for your federal gun case. Yeah.
Looking to throw on first down.
Now, how long has been fighting this thing for the very, very beginning?
I've
been fighting for filing.
After the 10-yard gain.
3 years.
That's the return high.
Yeah, 2025. About 3 years. So we've been like paying over. And we've talked about this before. The first was a state case,
The runs came in, state case was dropped. Out of nowhere, defense picked it up.
Now it was a state case. Feds came picked it up.
Entering pause. Entering cancel pop-up waiting
They had a
for your
ruling in the Supreme Court that went in my favor, and the case got dropped.